So we have this scary looking equation, 71x squared minus 253x plus 53 is equal to 0. And we want to find the value of x that makes this whole expression equal to 0. So how do we do that? Well, we use something called the quadratic formula. And the formula states that x is equal to negative b plus and minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And so the first term is always going to be a, the second term is b, and the third term is c. In other words, a is equal to 71, b is equal to negative 253, and c is 53. And so all you need to do is just substitute these variables with these numbers inside the formula. And so negative b is the same thing as negative 253 in the brackets. So notice how it's in the brackets. The plus and minus sign, I'm going to explain this later. And this is the square root of b squared, okay, minus 4ac over 2a. So you see how straightforward it is. And so your next step is to simplify this whole thing. So remember that the negative of a negative sign turns the number into a positive number, right? So this becomes positive 253. And you should also simplify whatever is in the square root bracket, and it should give you the square root of 48,957. And down here, 2 times 71 is just 142. And so what is the plus and minus sign? Well, it means that there are two answers. The first answer has the plus sign in the middle, and the second answer has a minus sign. And so if you put this into a calculator, this gives you about 3.340. Down here, it gives you 0.224. And so going back to our question, what is the value of x that makes this whole expression equal to 0? Well, x is just going to be 0.224 and 3.340. How about x squared minus 3x plus 10 is equal to 0? Well, you do the same thing. So this is a, b, and c. And if you put it into the equation, you should have something like 3 plus or minus the square root of negative 31 over 2. So notice how you are taking the square root of a negative number. Well, technically, this will give you an imaginary solution, which means that it doesn't exist in the real world number. Okay, so this means that x has no real solutions. Now, I challenge you to use the quadratic formula to find the value of x for the equation 2x squared minus 25 is equal to 0. Now, let me give you a hint. This is the same thing as 2x squared plus 0x minus 25 is equal to 0. So this means that b is equal to 0. So I hope you guys have learned something new today. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and comment your questions down below.